Well, I've had a hell of a day so far. I have now attempted to record this twice and failed miserably. I don't know what the hell my problem is. Third time's the charm, right? Hopefully. Anyway, welcome to the world of constitutional nobody. That's a different angle. I actually did some prep for this one because it is a highly important topic. Gun control, obviously, from the title of the video, is what I'm discussing today. And I'm going to be doing that purely from constitutional view, and looking at a couple of the laws in place and how they haven't stopped recent mass shootings, including one in my hometown. I'd like to start off by saying that the late night show hosts, the comedians, as they like to call themselves, the politicians, the celebrities who want to sit here and accuse you of wrongthink don't understand what they're doing. And if they do, then they care about you even less than you think. Because they sit here and they accuse you of wrongthink. They tell you you are a horrible person if you don't agree with them. And it's all because you have a different thought than they do. Because you view the world differently from them. Christian straight white males are bad because they're Christian straight white males. They don't need a reason to call a Christian straight white male a bad person. Just look at him and say, oh, he's bad because he's a Christian straight white male. Christian straight white male is bad because he's a Christian straight white male. But the right is supposed to be the racists and hateful towards religion and everything else. Because we reserve all of our rights as individual citizens. I don't get that one. Anyway, back to the primary focus of the video. Gun control, as I said. None of the 20,000 plus laws have helped lessen gun crimes. None of them. Why would one more help? You think just one more law is going to fix the problem that we have in America when it is not a problem with a machine, but a problem with the people of America. I don't get that. It doesn't make sense. Logically speaking, that does not work. 20,000 haven't worked. Why is one more going to work flawlessly? But that's what they want you to think. They want you to think, oh, if we can just pass one more gun control law, it's kind of the same thing. You know, if we try socialism one more time, we can get it to work. If we pass one more gun control law, we can get it to work. That's how they operate. Just one more, just one more, just one more, just one more. And they've slowly chipped away at the rights of different Americans. The left hates it when you think for yourself. They want you to think along their political lines. And if you don't think exactly along their political lines, you are the enemy. Dave Rubin is an enemy of the left now because of his thoughts on how they are presenting themselves on their views of the freedom of speech. Dave Rubin, the white homosexual who has a talk show and who has always been left, his entire life has been left, is suddenly not left enough. And so he's their enemy because he doesn't go far enough. And these are the same people who want to pass gun control law after gun control law after gun control law. even though we have evidence that their 20,000 gun control laws do not work. We have the evidence of Las Vegas. We have the Orlando club shooting. We have a very recent shooting from my hometown in Texas Tech, on Texas Tech campus. And what happened was all of their laws worked the way their laws should. At least in the case of Las Vegas. The man purchased all of these guns legally. No red flags raised, passed all the background checks, but he had over 40 guns in the time span of 2.5 years, 3 years, something like that. According to his family. It might have been longer than that it started, but according to his family, last 2.5, 3 years. His brother said that when he helped him move in Las Vegas, or moved to Nevada, my apologies, not to Las Vegas, that there wasn't a firearm. But the man purchased 48 firearms. Now, and all these firearms are in his name, so we got background checks for every single firearm, and he passed for every single background check. And then he turned around and he went and he made some legal and illegal modifications. And now we had the result of a man who, for whatever reason, decided he was done playing by the rules. He was done being a decent contributing man when it comes to society. He was done. Whatever caused him to snap, caused him to snap. Nobody knows what it is. Nobody can pinpoint it. But none of the laws on the books stopped this, and none of the proposed laws would have stopped it. That's an important thing to note. The only way to stop something like that is to have kept him from buying any of these guns, or to maybe raise a red flag when he began purchasing so many in such a short period of time. But I still think that infringes on your Second Amendment rights, and that's a whole nother bag of beans. Rather complicated bag of beans that I'm not sure I have the wherewithal to get into at this time. A more recent one, a 19-year-old male on the campus of Texas Tech University in Lubbock, Texas, had a welfare check. His mother was worried about him, hadn't heard from him in a while. This is a 19-year-old freshman. And his mom just wanted the cops to check on him, make sure he was okay, because she hadn't heard from him in a while. And, well, the cops found some drug paraphernalia in the room, a pipe, and maybe there was possibly some drugs, but the cops didn't actually enter the room. They didn't search. It was just right there in plain sight at the doorway. All they wanted to do is they wanted to take him down to the station and talk to him. They hadn't said they were going to charge him with anything. On the way to the station, because the cop didn't pat him down, didn't frisk him, didn't check for a firearm, didn't check for anything. It's a 19-year-old kid, can't legally have a firearm on campus. A little bit of drug paraphernalia is not really that big a deal. Turn around, and the kid pulls a gun and shoots the officer in the head. And kills him. Just leaves him there. And then goes on a run. And the entire campus was shut down for a couple of hours while they tried to find the kid. He's 19 years old. For those of you who don't know what that means, even with the new campus carry legislation taking effect last semester here in Texas, he couldn't legally carry a pistol, any sort of firearm, on campus. In the United States, you have to be 21 to get your concealed carry handgun license. He had a concealed pistol on campus, which is 2 separate felonies, seeing as how he is under the age of 21. And a third felony by simply having a firearm on his person at all. Especially a pistol. You can't carry a pistol until you're 21. You can't purchase a pistol until you're 21. You can't carry a... You can't carry that pistol without a license. You can't carry a concealed pistol without a license, specifically for that. And you can't get that until you're 21. You can't carry on campus without your concealed carry license, which you can't get until you're 21. This man literally broke 5 different laws. He was carrying without a license. He was carrying underage. He was concealing without a license. He was carrying on campus without a license. He had a concealed weapon on campus without a license. 5 different laws that he broke. Not to mention the drug paraphernalia, which, like I said, it's not a big deal. He went from a week or 2 to life, possibly death. And his only response, I fucked up big time, guys. But yeah, no, you didn't just do that. You did way worse than just fuck up, dude. That's all I have to say. Sorry about that, guys. I went on a bit of a diatribe, I know. But this is something that I've had issues with. I'll be posting links to a couple of to an article and a study in the description below. Article from The Guardian, which is relatively political free. Or not political free, I apologize. Unbiased is the word I meant to use. So I guess it's been a long day. And a study by the U.S. Department of Justice, published in 2013. I'm a terrible researcher, I know. I'm trying to get some new stuff, but I have difficulty finding it. And my internet sucks. No, those will be down in the description below. This is a lot harder for me to talk about than I realized, actually. I hope y'all all have a great day. Anybody who sees this, you're awesome. I know I suck. I'm trying to fix that. Like, dislike, comment, share, do whatever you want to do. I don't have any control over you guys. Y'all have a great day. Have a great life. Don't be offended, little pussies. Let's make the Constitution great again. Because without the Constitution, there is no America. Signing off.